stay with the soldiers. They will probably protect you right now.
Okay, so the guards won't protect them.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Michael.
I'm Alicia.
And we are the Gons.
All right, episode 6. I am really excited to continue.
Yeah.
The last episode was crazy.
Yes. A little bit.
Just a little bit. Left us almost literally speechless.
Yeah.
That was nuts. I was thinking about what I was hoping that this next episode would cover, and I was thinking about all the people that have bailed out and how we haven't touched on those stories for a while, and some of them we have no idea what happened to them.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that we touch on people who have bailed out during this episode.
Yeah. Well, like I said at the end of the last episode, I feel like that's all we have left that we can do, because there's barely any forts left. There was 3 that went back with mechanical failure at the beginning of the last mission. And I know there was 1 that was still there at the base that they didn't take that was having mechanical issues.
Yeah.
So I don't know how many. I mean, they might be left.
And then Rosie.
And then Rosie.
Rosie's
returned.
the one who came back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. His fort's probably not up for going back out right away though, because it was pretty mangled.
Yeah.
But so I don't know how many are left. I don't know how many crew they have left. So I feel like at this point, all we can do is figure out what's going on with the people on the ground.
Yeah, definitely. Again, thank you so much to everybody who has been commenting and giving us such great information, filler, things like that. Y'all are absolutely amazing. We love seeing the comments. We talk about them all the time. We literally went out for a lunch date yesterday.
Yep.
And spent the entire time talking about y'all, how amazing you are, the comments and stories and everything we've been hearing, and just had an absolute blast just talking about our channel and how amazing it has been so far. So thank you so much for being here. Y'all are absolutely incredible.
Yeah. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We are going to be doing a live stream when we're done with Masters of the Air. Just going through discussing all of everything, basically, that we've learned, comments that we've gotten but haven't really touched on in the videos, and all that. And we'd love to engage with all of you. So hit that subscribe button so you can join us for that live stream, because it is going to be chat with subscribers only. So definitely don't want to miss out on that. Give the video a like and comment down below. You know what to comment. Same stuff you normally do. But yeah, that stuff really helps our channel grow, getting that engagement for the algorithm. So we would appreciate if you're able to do that.
Definitely.
And yeah, let's get into it.
Awesome. I'm excited.
Oh, that's that farm where Egan went down. Yeah, Westphalia, or however you actually pronounce that.
Yes.
So we are starting right off.
All right, so we are following people on the ground.
Awesome. Cabbage.
Are they really that hard to pull?
I have no idea. I've never picked cabbage before. I wonder if they have code signals for communicating on the ground with each other.
Haven't we seen that already?
Not in this. Band of Brothers, they do. They did in Flash and Thunder and all that.
Right.
I don't think because we haven't really followed anyone on the ground.
True. They're just a bunch of kids.
Yeah, but you're in Germany.
Amerikaner! 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 Er hat eine Waffe! Amerikaner!
Geht ins Haus und ruft die Polizei.
Oh, come on, Egan.
Oh my gosh. I'm surprised he was just walking down the road, you know?
Yeah, he wasn't being more tactical or careful.
I guess I don't know how much they're trained on any of that. You know, being a pilot.
Yeah.
Amerikaner!
I'm right here.
Wir wollen sie nicht töten!
That's not
Amerikaner!
Not gonna calm him down.
Yeah. Is it okay to have that gun underwater like that?
I don't know. Some guns can function. I think that's a 1911. I'm not super great with guns.
Oh, I feel like I need to be so quiet right now.
Put that hammer back with his finger on the trigger.
For you, the war's over.
I haven't seen a date in a while. I wonder where we're at in the war. So they've flown, over 20 missions at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, more than that even now, since it was 20 when Buck was going out, or that was his 21st. When
Right.
Buck went down.
Yeah.
When a crew went down, they disappeared. No more than 4 months at Fort Babbitt's until 32 of the 35 original crews were among the missing.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
We did not talk about such crews. Those of us who continued to fly had to tiptoe around their ghosts. Some of the men were
wow.
coming undone.
Yeah.
They'd seen too many planes blow up in front of them, too many friends killed. Some people drank, some people fought, some people slept around. If you got a chance to forget, you took it. Me, I was heading to Oxford University. Bubbles' death hit me pretty hard, and Colonel Harding thought it would be good for me to represent the 100th at a conference between the Allied nations.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice.
And I was happy to go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ever been to Oxford, Captain?
No, but I'm excited to be here.
Beautiful.
Well,
It
you
is.
may not have the time to see much of it on this trip. Between the lectures and the social events planned, it's very unlikely you'll have a moment to step off campus. There'll be representatives from nearly all the Allied countries and territories. You're sure to meet some fascinating people. It arrived for you 2 days ago. I hope it's nothing urgent.
My wife. She couldn't stand the idea of a week going by without sending a letter.
Aww. That's so sweet.
Has Subaltern A.M. Westgate arrived yet?
Not until tomorrow, I believe. And we call them subalterns.
Subaltern.
Subaltern.
Right. Well, James, thank you for the tour.
Of course. Have a good night, sir. Enjoy the conference.
Subaltern.
Exactly how I would have handled that situation.
Yep.
Probably just say when somebody's not standing right there in front of me.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, so sad.
Munster was only Rosie's 3rd mission, but
Oh,
it was
hey,
so
there it goes.
horrific that
Yeah.
Colonel Harding
Someone
ordered
was telling us that in the
Lieutenant
comments.
Rosenthal and his crew to spend a week of R&R at a place we
Wow.
called the Flak House.
They got horses. You ride horses, Rosie? Jews from Brooklyn don't ride horses.
Yeah, the guy's a legend.
Yeah,
I need to read more on him. Like,
absolutely.
put book recommendations down for me, please.
Yeah.
Cannot wait to dig into them.
Yeah.
Welcome to Coombe House. We have all the sports and activities you could ask. Tennis, bicycles, volleyball, croquet, riding with hounds. If it rains, this is England. There's billiards, cards, chess, and badminton in the ballroom. Relaxation
Wow.
is the order of the day here.
Oh, good.
They,
I'm so glad.
they earned that. My
Yeah.
goodness.
How long do I have to be here?
I'm afraid that's not my department, Robert. Really, it was up to your CO when he sent you here. That's something you can discuss with Dr. Houston. We have baths here and hot water. Take advantage while you can is my advice.
And so he's pointing out he's only been in England 3 days, so, or like
Oh,
there
yeah.
3 days. So, 3 days and you're sent for a week-long retreat. Like, I get that.
Yeah.
But also what they've been through.
Yeah.
Where you from? 381st. We fly together.
When we get a chance, you think you can run on an ankle?
I don't think so.
Who is a Hinton?
That startled me. Did not expect something like that to get me.
Yeah. This would be so terrifying. And I don't know, like, obviously it would be terrifying, but also there's a part of me that's like, I know, like, the history and all that stuff now, so I don't know if that adds to it, or, but I feel like they had to be hearing some stories as well.
What? You talking
Oh,
about?
just like how they treat it. I mean, they're soldiers, American soldiers, so it's going to be better for them and the
You
whatnot,
mean,
but like,
just being a POW?
yeah, being a POW, being captured by the
Oh my
Germans.
gosh, that town is destroyed.
That is absolutely destroyed.
Right.
I just feel like that would be so terrifying. Wow.
That blown up building reminded me almost exactly of either the one in Band of Brothers or the one in Saving Private Ryan. I think the one in Saving Private Ryan where they hand in their daughter down to them
Yeah.
just before Vin Diesel gets shot.
Was ist denn da los? Warum sind die denn hier? Tauflieger!
Man, I understand that.
Yeah.
Your guys are doing the same thing to other countries.
I wouldn't run right now, though.
No.
You don't want to be loose amongst the people
No.
of this town.
Stay with the soldiers. They will probably protect you right now.
Right. Maybe? Hopefully?
Oh. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so the guards won't protect them.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. I am literally speechless right now. I was not
Back to
expecting
Houston?
that
No.
in any way.
May I come in?
Holy cow.
Yeah, come in, come in.
Wow.
Robert Rosenthal.
How did you sleep last night?
Fine.
Can be a strange adjustment. Most men need a day or two.
I'm not done with that
That's
scene
actually
yet.
No.
what I wanted to
Holy
talk to you
cow.
about. I don't think this environment is helpful for me. I'd like to return to base.
Trying to move on with the show,
I
but
know.
that scene was.
Why do you think your CO sent you here?
What did he say to you?
No, I'm curious. What do you think?
There was a mission to Munster. It was rough, but I'm fine.
3 missions in your first 3 days. 120 men dead in one afternoon.
I wasn't one of them. I'm fine.
It's the third time you've used that word, fine.
You're not gonna let me leave, are you?
Sure I am. In 5 days.
Mental health is important too, Rosie.
My heart is still going. Holy cow.
Yeah.
He shot through the cheek. Looked like a bullet hole. Bullet hole in his cheek.
I don't know.
Ich suche eine Stelle, um diese Hunde zu vergraben. Einer lebt noch. Mach ihn fertig.
Oh my gosh.
Eine Stelle gefunden. Ich komme.
This is so horrible.
This is insane.
Oh my gosh. If you're gonna go, go.
I don't think he's in great shape right now.
I know, but please make it. Please make it.
Oh.
Oh,
I'm not gonna go after him.
thank you. I care a lot about him. I am.
Oh my gosh.
Please do not go after him. Please let him be okay.
Freedom of the individual against the arbitrary authority of a tyrant. This is what the Magna Carta, or the Great Charter of Freedoms, laid the foundation for. Signed in 1215, it is an important symbol of liberty even today. It took you Yanks more than 500 years for your founding fathers to produce a similar bit of paper.
Maybe if we weren't under the tyranny of your king for 500 years, we could have popped it out sooner.
Literally was thinking that.
Witnessing our examinations of previous conflicts and the resolutions of those conflicts.
Keep your eyes forward, Crosby. You're married. I hope somebody walks in on him.
I just have a little fire. Oh my gosh. It gets cold up there.
Captain Crosby, I
Oh my
presume.
God.
Oh, don't worry, I've seen men in much less, Captain. Big family, small house, few doors.
You're...
Subaltern Westgate, your roommate. You expected a man, didn't you?
No, I just, it was, yes. I did. No, I'm sorry. I expected a man.
Oh, he's
the
got a
ATS
towel on.
encourage us
Okay.
to conceal our feminine names, hence A.M. Westgate. The A is for Alessandra, Sandra for short. And the M is for a middle name I shall take to the grave.
We should report this to the bursar.
I'm not bothered if you're not. I can see that you're married. Hopefully your wife trained you to leave the toilet seat down. In the mirror, was that Tracy or Gable?
Tracy.
I would have thought Gable.
I like her.
I like her too, but what an awkward introduction.
Yeah.
The back and forth though between like war
Yeah.
and then this piece, like that would, it's hard because like you need this mental break, but I also feel like it would be so much harder mentally
Yeah.
to like build yourself up to that war type setting, but then
Yeah.
come back and have this and be pampered and have luxury and then have to go back to war. Like that would be
Yeah.
really hard.
The other thing too, while you're in the war setting, you don't have to think about the things you've done in the war.
Yeah.
When you're away from it is when you start
Right.
remembering and processing all that stuff. And
Yeah.
that's when PTSD can start to set in and
Right.
stuff like that. But I guess when you have a therapist to work through it with you, that's great.
Right. Oh no.
Na du. Los, steh auf.
This is
Hopefully this time he's not going to be with the kill squad.
seriously.
He's actually with prisoner of war.
Okay.
Transit. Okay.
That makes me feel better.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was insane.
So he's in Frankfurt now.
This chap turned to me as I was leaving and he said, "You know, sir, there are 3 problems with these bloody Americans." He said they're oversexed, overpaid, and over here.
Captain Crosby, what is it the Yanks say the trouble with we Britons is? That's okay, I remember now. We are undersexed, underpaid, and under Eisenhower.
You Americans are a bit zestier in your approach to the opposite sex. As young men, we would never have dreamt of trying to top a debutante. We turned to chambermaids and barmaids for our excitement. These Americans coming over would invite a duchess to bed, before even taking her to dinner.
I must respectfully challenge you on that. Chambermaids and barmaids feel they have no right to say no to their employers. But American men are persistent regardless of class. Forgive my language, but they'll pretty much top anything that moves.
It's your spitting in the streets, getting sloshed, brawling in our pubs. Perhaps if you simply taught your chaps a little moral discipline,
We
they
can
wouldn't always act
leave.
as if they're away from
Yeah.
home.
And you guys can do your own thing here.
Living it up.
And with respect, sir, each day could be their last chance to
Yeah.
live it up. I won't be giving them a lecture before they go on their weekend pass.
I'm not cocky enough to be a pilot, but you are a captain, so navigator, bombardier.
Navigator. What exactly do you do? Subaltern, Westgate?
Promise not to tell anyone.
Pinky swear.
Not entirely sure what that means, but sounds official. I'm a punter.
Punter? Right. What's that?
Been punting since my days at Cambridge.
Really? You went to Cambridge?
They don't give actual degrees to women, though, if you can believe it.
What did you study besides that punting, of course?
Oh, no, that's it. We're very specialized.
He's not.
Nice.
It took me years to master the pole. It's all in the wrists, lad.
You've never actually punted before, have you?
What gave me away?
You're a terrible liar.
Give me time. I'll get better. Promise.
That's not a good thing.
I see you're still sleeping well.
Said it takes a day or 2 to adjust. What's your excuse?
Doctors can't have nightmares.
Why not?
He's not really dressed like he was sleeping.
No.
There's some good stuff here.
You mind if I put something on?
Well, how about it? Don't know much about music. I'm just working my way through the collection.
This is what you're missing.
You play?
Can't play a note. Mother and sister got all the musical talent. I know it sounds good.
That doctor looks familiar. I can't place him, but he looks familiar.
I was thinking that as well.
Where are you stationed, Doc?
Norfolk. I'm a flight surgeon with the 96th.
Your group was on the Bremen raid with us.
We lost 3 forts. That was your first mission?
Lost a good friend. His first mission, too.
This war. Human beings weren't meant to behave this way. You disagree?
No. You see people being persecuted, subjugated, you have to do something. They can't fight for themselves, can they?
Oh, you're right. We have to do something. Here we are.
No, this right here, this is exactly what you don't do. Croquet, riding with hounds, whatever that is.
Fox hunting.
You don't go fox hunting. You don't go talking about it. You don't go crying about it. You get back in the seat and you finish the damn job.
I respect that mentality.
Yeah, I see both sides of it. I mean,
I do too.
to get the help to talk about it, to process it is very important, but
Right.
it's not over yet.
Yeah.
And
I was in a rhythm.
feeling the need to get back out there.
Yeah.
3 days, 3 missions, 3 wheels down. Boom, boom.
Oh, yeah.
It's like Gene Krupa. You don't stop Gene Krupa in the middle of a drum solo. Or 2 weeks later, ask him to dip right back in where he left off without missing a beat.
Gene Krupa's got to think about more than keeping his own rhythm. He's responsible for the rhythm of his whole band.
Gotta be a leader.
Never had it without rocks before.
In Scotland, we believe whiskey should never be diluted. Cheers.
Okay.
Big family. If you don't polish it off, someone else will.
Keep in touch with your family?
She doesn't sound Scottish to me.
I was thinking that. I'm like, is she supposed to sound Scottish? Because
There's just so much we can't tell them because we're not allowed and because even
How
if
could they possibly understand?
so what does she actually do?
Yeah, I don't know.
not much of a drinker. Last time I ended up on the floor of a hotel room with no boots.
Oh, do tell.
Yeah, I don't know what her title means either. The
I don't either.
subaltern?
Right.
Whatever.
It's like I know there were the Bletchley Circle girls, and they weren't allowed to talk about what they did. So I'm like, well, she's not talking about it, and she's coming up with other stories. So is she?
She went to Cambridge.
Right.
That does make sense.
Is she a Bletchley Circle girl,
Right.
or?
With bubbles. And there was only one toilet.
Oh.
Ugh, sounds very romantic. Bubbles, a lady of the night?
No, that's my best friend. Bubbles is just a nickname.
What we all need in life is someone to heave with, shoulder to shoulder. He must be a good friend.
Oh, he was. He went down last week.
I'm so sorry.
That's why they sent me here. Give me a little time away. It was my fault.
How so? No, it wasn't.
I replaced Bubbles as group navigator. If he'd have been there to plan the missions, then maybe all those planes wouldn't have went down.
God, survivor's guilt's got to be the worst thing.
Maybe Bubbles would still be here. And...
No.
Thank you.
Your friend was on that plane for one reason, because Adolf Hitler and his gang of thugs decided they should rule the world.
Put the blame where it should be.
That's it. That's the only reason anybody dies in this war.
Yeah.
Been quite a day. Should we call it a night?
Major Egan, come in. I am your interrogator, Lieutenant Hausmann. Sit.
Wow, if he doesn't look like the stereotypical
Can I pour you a whiskey?
Nazi.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
He was well cast.
Yeah.
There's mud in your eye.
I don't know that one. Here's mud in your eye. Where shall we begin?
How about I was in a town, someone shot 4 of the guys with me.
Oh my God, what town?
Russheim, something.
Rüsselsheim. Tragic. I will add it to the report. Your colleagues, the ones who were killed, if you give me their names and rank, I can pass it on.
I don't know their names. We just happen to be put together. Look, I appreciate the drink. We really appreciate a thicker blanket. As far as what you're gonna get from me, it's gonna be name, rank, and
serial number. Yours is 0399510. Yes, I already know that. I also know you were born in Manitowoc, Wisconsin. Married? From what I hear, definitely not. Squadron 418th.
How does he know so
Group,
much?
the 100th Bomber Group, H for
They have
Heavy,
other people from his
headquartered
group
at Thorpe
there?
Abbotts. Are you a baseball fan, Major? Certainly that's not a national secret. Cigarette?
He's doing a good job of making himself likable for the interrogation.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I don't either. I'm like, oh,
Maybe
you're
I'm
so
not as good as
slimy.
your American brands.
Good.
Lucky Strike is my personal preference.
Lucky Strike means fine tobacco.
Baseball is still a bit of a mystery to me, with all the sticks and bases running in circles. There was the big championship last week.
The World Series.
The World Series. The New York Yankees versus the St. Louis Cardinals. A rematch, yes?
We were up 2-1 when I went down.
So you are a Yankees fan. Would you like to know the outcome of the World Series? Was Buck Levin a Yankees fan? I hear he was quite a flyer. I read of his exploits in the Regensburg attack. He was your friend, wasn't he? It seems we're shooting down all the good pilots. Did you know that on your Münster attack, only 1 of your planes returned? 1.
He looks so
Back
proud
to you,
of that.
Major Egan.
Wow.
I regret to inform you that you are, as you say, in a bit of a pickle. We know you were originally apprehended near Ostbevern, but we don't have you in any record as a crew member on any of the planes from the Münster attack. The Gestapo would say that makes you a spy.
They would be mistaken.
One thing I can tell you, Major, the Gestapo's never mistaken. So I need verification of your group, your squadron, and your plane so that I can confirm to them that you are indeed what you say you are.
John Egan, Major. 0399510.
May I say that you're not doing yourself any favors? The Gestapo, they're different than me. Me, I'm like you, a flyer, a man of honor.
You're an
I
interrogator.
can understand things
He's
in
a
a way
really good one,
He's
too.
a really good one.
Oh my
from the
gosh.
highly indoctrinated security forces might not. I'd like to talk to you about Buck Levin, but I'd like you to talk to me as well. The number of replacement B-17s expected at Thorpe Abbotts next week, for example.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
John Egan, Major. 0399510.
I see.
Oh, boy.
Did he go back to no blanket?
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
Wouldn't surprise me either.
Coffee?
I would love some coffee.
Just don't tell anyone. I can't bring all the boys breakfast in bed now.
I'll take it to the grave.
I'm glad you slept.
It's so hard to know how you would actually feel in that situation. Like, which party
Yeah.
would you be a part of, you know?
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Now! Beweg dich, Mann! In!
Not pick a good time to run.
No. That was a panic moment.
Yeah.
I can't get over everything in this town being so old. No, the state I'm from was founded in 1846.
What state is that?
Iowa.
Iowa. Well, surely something was there before 1846.
Nothing that's still standing.
We will see what's still standing here when this mess is all said and done.
Now, is there a reason you want to tell me where you're stationed or what you do?
Yeah. And if I wanted to think about work tonight, Captain, I would have gone to Sherry Hour with Professor Goodhart.
Yeah, I think you might be right about her.
Looks like a party. Shall we investigate?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever had that much fun playing Pin the Tail on a Donkey.
Not even when I was a kid.
No.
I mean, granted, though, I was never drinking and playing Pin the Tail and Donkey. I mean...
Not even as a kid?
No, definitely not.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ella Walsh.
Bubbles?
Bubbles.
What a powerful song.
Yeah.
It's a powerful montage.
Yeah, it is.
I guess this is good night.
Are you not coming in? Did you forget the room roommate?
I think I did, actually.
Subaltern, we've been scouring the college for you. An urgent message.
What is it?
I have to leave.
What, now?
Indeed. Next time you're in London, ring me. We'll go dancing. If you're lucky, I might even teach you to punt.
No, I hear it's all on the wrists. What about your things?
They'll send them.
That's not your bicycle.
Well, I'm borrowing it. Fortunes of war.
Don't you sleep?
After we win!
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling like you're right about that.
Yep, she's a code breaker.
She is a code breaker. I like that they got to just keep that as a friendship. I don't know
Yeah.
how it was in real life or even
Right.
it happened in real life, but
I do as well.
I'm after your cash.
Hey, this is the guy I was telling you about.
You telling stories again?
Got a story. Our last mission over Munster. One by one, we see everybody go down. We're the last bird in the sky. We know they're coming for us any fucking second, and then we hear it.
Is that what I sound like?
We're about to get our balls blown off when this guy here starts humming Artie Shaw out of the blue. I gotta say, hearing his voice, that was the first time that I didn't feel scared shitless, even though he'd clearly lost his fucking marbles. I knew that I wasn't alone.
That's powerful.
yeah.
None of us were.
It's a G for George, calling lazy fuck.
We told each other all kinds of stories. Some of them were true, most were not. It didn't matter. Tall tales, music, laughter, good Irish whiskey. We all needed something to help us climb back into that plane and do it all again.
Rosie's Riveters. Ooh, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Into camp. People saying his name.
Bucky, over here! Greg! You made it! Merv!
Oh my gosh, that would feel so good. Like,
How do you know if Buck made it? What? John Egan, you're 2 o'clock.
there he is.
There he is.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Drink you so long.
Oh. It feels so good to see so many of those faces.
Oh my gosh, it does. It'd be weird knowing you're walking into a POW camp, but you have
Friends?
friends and it's all exciting to show
Right.
up there. That is huge.
That is
Lift
massive.
off control stud.
1943.
1943. Okay, I've been wondering, yeah.
October 1943.
Jeez, that's huge.
That is massive. Okay, well, I'm really glad to know that Buck is okay. I've been
Yeah.
like really wanting to know that, like really, like, again, because we saw those shots in the opening sequence, assuming that, but just having
Yeah.
that peace
I mean,
of
we knew.
mind.
We
like,
knew.
Yeah, but it is good to have confirmation.
It is.
So that was really, really good. The
That
journey.
had some very high highs and some very low
Yeah.
lows this episode. That was like a roller coaster. Holy
Yeah.
cow.
I will say though, like, I feel like it was fitting for the story that they were telling for this episode because it's that yo-yo effect that they had to face
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
this is really, really hard and this is really horrible and awful and terrible, but then, oh look, you get to have a party and go to a
Yeah.
dance, and why don't you go visit London and go to Oxford, and here's a resort to go
Yeah.
to. But then you're back in it like that. I feel like that's, in a way, it invited us into kind of the emotional yo-yoing that these soldiers had to go through in a
Yeah.
very small way. And it was a lot. Like it was a lot.
Yeah.
The journey that Egan had to go through to get to the prisoner of war camp.
That's insane.
Was insane.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I wonder how much of it is truth. I would assume I feel like that was a pretty accurate thing that happened to him. Like, that'd be a weird thing to make up a story about.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I feel like that's got to be at least mostly accurate.
Right.
And that is crazy. What a crazy story.
That was absolutely insane.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the pacing of this episode. I feel like it didn't have slow points. Like,
right.
The other episodes, well, I've enjoyed every episode.
Mm-hmm.
There is the whole base life and then the mission. You know, they did that for the first few episodes, base life mission. So the base life, I felt kind of was dragging a little bit. And I know we were kind of getting to know the characters and all that. But the pacing in this one I really liked. I feel like there was just things happening the entire episode.
Yes. Yeah.
And it was really nice to see the different sides of the war and what everybody had to go through and different sides of it. So
yeah, we've got episode 7 next. Looks like Rosie's going on another mission.
Yeah,
I wonder if they'll cover that.
That's what I was just gonna say. I wonder if we're gonna continue to see missions in the air, or if we're gonna switch to
mostly following. But I feel like Rosie's such a main, like he's such a hero of the war that it would be weird to not also follow him.
Yeah.
So I feel like we'll see both.
I would say if there's not anything eventful that happened with his missions.
Yeah.
We
Cross is over there too still.
True.
So
That's true.
I mean, as far as like story arc for the show and the characters we're following.
Them, yes.
Yeah, we've got Cross and Rosie over there.
Yeah.
So I feel like we'll still see more of that. I really am curious.
Still another episode that we haven't checked in with Quinn.
Yeah, that's true.
We just like they got to Paris
Quinn,
and then we abandoned them. I was so curious to know what happened and how they got through Paris and did they make it out of Paris and all that. And
right. Yeah.
It's been 2 episodes of nothing.
Right. Yeah. That was part of what I was saying with I hope we'll touch in with the people who are on the ground was are you okay, Quinn? Yeah. I am really curious to know if that girl was a part of Bletchley Circle or like one of the code breakers somewhere.
I wonder if we're going to learn more about that or if that was just kind of a little like Easter egg they threw in there for the people that know.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's got to be. I think you're 100% right on that though.
She's just too secretive. And that's exactly how those girls had to be.
I was going to say, she presented just like they do in other shows and movies when they're the code breakers. So.
Yes. I've watched several shows with the Bletchley Circle girls. That's why I'm like, oh,
yeah,
you're acting like a Bletchley Circle girl.
She would fit right in with them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Again, if you're still with us at this point in the episode, make sure that you hit that like button, drop a comment down below so that we know that you're here. Even just anything. Like, we just love hearing from y'all so much. I try to respond to every comment because I just genuinely, like, that's our favorite part, getting to hang out with y'all in the comments after we get the videos posted. So make sure you drop a comment. Let us know that you're here. Say hi. Tell us where you're from, a story, whatever. We're here for all of it. And then please do subscribe. Like Michael mentioned earlier, we are going to be doing that live coming up after we watch the series and then also the documentary.
Yeah.
We are going to do that live with all of y'all, and commenting is only going to be for subscribers. So make sure that you are subscribed to the channel so that you can be a part of that conversation and hang out with us. We'll be announcing dates and times in advance, but we're not announcing it yet. We haven't decided on it yet, so I'm not like being secretive or anything. We haven't decided yet. We're gonna let us get closer to that date. But when we get closer, we'll make sure that we put an announcement in the community post and the community section of our page. So again, make sure that you're subscribed so that you hear about that through that community page and stay tuned in there as well.
Yeah, I'll have it as a pinned comment on all of the Masters of the Air videos as well. So make sure you check in the comments to see when that live is announced there too.
Yep.
So.
And it will be after we finish the documentary. So follow along with us for the rest of the series. We're also going to react to the documentary before we do the live, and then we'll be doing the live after that. So just so you kind of have like a rough timeline of when that's going to be. But yeah. Awesome. Thank y'all so much. We are so grateful and appreciative for each and every one of you. And we will catch you next time.
All right, see you for episode 7.
Yes.